Standard 9, Subject Geography, Chapter 2, Endogenetic Movements. Dear student, in last video we learned how mountains, plateaus, valleys are formed. Now we shall learn continental buildings, sudden movements, earthquake and waves formed from epicenter of the earth. Just see what is continent building. That is apeirogenic movements. Slow movements occur towards the center or from the earth's center towards the earth's crust. Because of these movements, a vast part of the earth's crust is uplifted. When the part of the earth's crust is uplifted, continents are formed. Therefore, these movements are called continent building movements. Extensive plateaus can also be formed because of such movement. In the original continental portion of the crust subsides below the sea level, it forms a part of the sea bed. Sudden movements called earthquakes and volcanoes on the earth's interior in detail. Because of the movements occurring in the interior of the earth, tremendous tension is created in the earth's crust. When the tension goes beyond limits, the energy is released in the form of waves. This results in trembling of the earth's surface. The magnitude of the earthquake is measured by Richter scale. Now, what are the causes of the earthquakes? Moving of the plates, colliding of plates, plates sliding one below the other, forming of fractures in rock layers due to tension in the interior of the earth, occurring of volcanic eruption. Now let us see what is focus and epicenter. Because of the movements occurring below the earth's surface, tension is created and it keeps on accumulating. High energy is released at the place where this tension mounts up. This is the center of the earthquake. It is called the focus or hypocenter. Energy waves scattered in all directions from this center. The place of the earth's surface where these energy waves reach first is called the epicenter of the earthquake. It is the nearest place on the earth's surface from the focus and it experiences the first tremor. The epicenter is perpendicular to the focus. When the tension is released at the focus, the released energy travels in all directions. This energy comes towards the earth's surface in the form of waves. The seismic waves can be divided into primary, secondary and surface waves. Primary waves. These are the first ones to reach the surface of the earth after the energy is emitted in the earth's interior. They travel at a very fast speed from the focus of the earthquake in radial direction, subjected to a primary wave. Particles in the rock move in the direction of waves to and fro. The wave moves to and fro, therefore these waves are called forward-backward waves. These waves can travel through all the three states, that is liquid, solid and gaseous. But while traveling through liquid medium, their direction gets changed. It is because of the primary waves that the buildings on the earth's surface move back and forth. Secondary waves. The waves which reach the Earth's surface after the primary waves are called secondary waves. These waves also scatter in all directions from the focus of the earthquake. Their velocity is lesser than the primary waves. The particles lying in the way of these waves move up and down in the direction of energy transfer. These waves can travel only through the solid medium. They get absorbed as they enter the liquid medium. The buildings on the Earth's surface move up and down because of these waves. They are more destructive than the primary waves. Next is surface waves. These waves are generated after the main primary and secondary waves reach the epicenter. They travel in the direction of the circumference of the earth along the crust. They are highly destructive. Seismogram. What is this? Through this instrument, a graph showing movement of seismic wave or seismograph can be generated. After studying this graph, the magnitude of the earthquake is known. In this figure shows a simple seismogram and a seismograph prepared from it. Now with the help of modern technology, advanced seismograms are being designed. With their help, even microseismic waves can also be measured. Thank you.